Peace. What's going on, y'all? Rob Blackstorm. What I want to talk about today is I want to talk about a quick, easy way to hack into your magic via music. So a quick way to hack into your magic via music and techniques to do that, right? Very simple, but very effective. Something I do all the time to hack into this magic using music. First and foremost, I want to say shout out to Mastery Foolish. Shout out to my subscribers. Some of y'all been here since day one when I had 10, 12 followers. So shout out to y'all. We did it. We hit over 1K. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Hood Mystic for putting me on. Shout out to my mentor, Ife, my motivational speaker, Ife, and shout out to Wise Feminine as well. Shout out to all y'all who have been with me during this process. I do appreciate it very much. So let's get into this. Now, a person that is trying to, let's look at it this way. When you look at ancient ritual, what happens? In ancient ritual, what happens is they play music. 99.9% of the time, any type of ancient indigenous ritual, when you're dealing with conjuring or when you're dealing with manifesting and when you're dealing with protection or when you're dealing with overall well-being, all these rituals have music attached to them. They're usually preceded by the drum. Why is the drum so prevalent and why is the drum so important? If you look at the drum is simply a representation of a heartbeat, right? It's just another representation of a heartbeat. And if you look at the drum is usually made out of wood or made from the trunk of a tree, an indigenous drum, right? Made from the trunk of a tree. What do? You breathe in oxygen, which is coming to you from trees, and you breathe out carbon dioxide that goes into the trees. So you have a direct correlation. Your heart, the one that breathes, that beats that air into your lungs, that heart that breathes that air into your lungs, that is synonymous to that drum that you have in ritual. So it is a connection to you. It is a direct connection to you. So let's say you want to manifest something, right? The full moon's coming. You got some days before the full moon, which is coming on the 7th of this month of May. You have some days. You're home, you're quarantined, or let's say you're not quarantined, but there's nothing to do, so you're home, you have time. Here's one of the things that I do. Turn on some music that you love. I don't care what type of music it is. I love the hardest of hardcore hip hop. Griselda is my crew right now. I like Mobb Deep, I like MOP, I like, vintage 90s hip hop. I also like the new stuff too. If it's popping and jamming, I rock to it. But I like, and I like classics, whatever. I just love music, period, right? So one of the things I do, I know I'm going to listen to music every day. So if I'm listening to a song and I'm really in the groove, what I do is I visualize what I want to manifest. And what I do is I add an affirmation. So what I'm doing during this process, while I'm dancing, while I'm grooving, while I'm rocking to this music, while I'm, doing my 2-step or my 3-step or whatever I'm doing here in this room, and this is even if I go to clubs or go into a concert and I really am into this music, what I do is I start to visualize the things that I want. Okay, I want a new house. Okay, I want a new apartment. Okay, I want a job where I can do this. Okay, I want to make this amount of money. Okay, I have this coming up. I want to be able to take care of this and do this, right? And I start visualizing myself in these things, right? Now, what I'm doing is I am charging up my ideas through my movement. Because again, remember, the drum and the heart are directly correlated. So what I'm doing is I'm charging myself up. When I am moving, when I am dancing, my body is producing heat. As my body is producing heat, what's happening? I am sweating, right? I'm sweating. When I'm sweating, what I'm doing, I'm producing water vapor. Water vapor goes out into the air, right? As it goes out, water vapor goes out into the air. We all know how condensation works. It goes up, forms a cloud, rains, boom. As it rains all over the universe, this is how you use melanin and water to manifest, right? But this is also how you use this magic of you dancing to create your reality. And now what you're doing also as you're dancing and as you're visualizing and as you're, as you're affirming by creating a statement, I am in my beautiful new home. I'm in my beautiful new car. I am working my beautiful new job. I am running my beautiful new business and it is abundant. What you're doing now, you have that vision, right, of what that looks like. And it could just be one thing that you're running. You know, I am loving my new business. I'm loving my new job. I'm loving my new business and visualizing how that thing is while you're dancing. So now you're putting a feeling to your thought, and your feelings are more important than you're thinking. If you're doing affirmations and you don't have feelings behind your affirmations, then you're wasting your time, because the feeling is what's most important. The way your body works is you have two systems. You have a parasympathetic system and a sympathetic nervous system. Your sympathetic nervous system is what takes in the feelings from the outside. So let's say a dog runs up on you. You're gonna, a pet bull runs up on you out of nowhere. You're gonna go like this. You're gonna feel it. The way that works is your brain registers that feeling and registers you seeing that pit bull as danger. It sends hormones and communicates to the body for you to tense up and for you to get tightened. What happens is after that situation with that pit bull, depending on how it happens, you could either be scared of pit bulls after that or just think it was an incident with the pit bull. It all depends how you look at the cup, right? Or what happened or how traumatic it was. Now, depending on how traumatic it was, how you have is something called a parasympathetic nervous system. Para, if you listen to the word para and parasympathetic, you also hear paranormal, right? These are things, paranormal things are things that are dealing with the spirit or things that are out of what is called normal. So you have a parasympathetic nervous system. That parasympathetic nervous system, what it does is it records that incident. It records the energy, though, behind the incident. It records the feeling in your nervous system behind the incident. So next time, depending on how you felt about that pet bull, you either look at that pet bull and you're scared, right? Because your nervous system is going to respond. Your parasympathetic nervous system is telling your nervous system to produce those hormones, or you're going to, you're going to feel relaxed and feel cool, and you might even pet the pit bull, or pet a pit bull, it's okay. And it's going to produce the hormones and the response based on your nervous system. So that's how it works. So what you're doing when you're doing this dancing and when you're doing these visualizations and when you're doing these affirmations, again, is you're charging up. You're charging up your intention. You're strengthening the power of your electromagnetic field through the heat that you're generating. The more heat, the more power. What is the sun? The sun is nothing but a big ball of fire, right? The sun is an electromagnetic powerhouse. That's where we get our electromagnetic energy from. We are electric and we are magnetic. So your synapses that are in your brain send out electric pulses. Your body runs on electricity. Your body runs on currents. It has different frequencies. There's times where you wake up, you feel good. There's times when you wake up, you feel sad out of nowhere, right? These things happen. This is reality. So in order to change these moods and in order to manipulate these moods, music does that. And music is one of the quickest ways to do that. And to manipulate the mood for the visions that you have, for the dreams that you have, for the ideas that you have, you add music and dance to your visualization, to your affirmations. And you'll start to see things not only manifest quicker, but you'll start to see things manifest much easier. And it's similar, what you're doing with this dance is similar to what you would be doing if you were lighting a candle. You're engaging pretty much the four elements of the earth. Fire, which you're dancing. The water, with the water in your body, with the flow, with the water vapor that's emitted from you sweating, right? So that's fire, water. Earth, your body is made up of the earth. Your body is made up of minerals from the earth. You are earth. Your skin, your flesh is earth. You are earth. You are one with the earth. So as you're moving on the earth. So you are stimulating the frequency of the earth as you move, right? Fire, earth, and air. Of course, as you're flowing, you are flowing in the wind. So you are creating wind, right? As you're dancing. It's the same thing with the candle. The candle, we know what the fire is. The fire is when you light the wick. The earth is the actual candle itself. The water is when the candle starts to melt, right? Fire, what we cover? Fire, air, or fire, earth, water, and the air, of course, is the air that's created from the candle burning, right? It's creating smoke. It's creating, creating a smoke, right, when it burns. So you're engaging your body. You're making yourself a candle by using dance to manifest the things that you want. So I hope that made sense. So tonight, put on your dancing shoes, two-step. If you got, if you're in a relationship and you're in quarantine right now, make your room, make your living room a club. Turn it into a club. Start dancing. Start two-stepping with your, do that with the kids. Start dancing and start affirming. Even if there are lyrics, I go to concerts and I do this all the time. Concerts, in the house, even in the car, if I'm rocking the music, and I'll ignore, and even if it's a rapper, I'll ignore the rapper and I'll have my own visualization and my own rapper. And I'm going in my head over what he's saying and over the track. And I am manifesting while I'm partying, which is pretty much what a ritual is doing. When you go to a ritual, you're partying, but you're manifesting, and you have a specific purpose, whether it be honoring the ancestors, whether it be manifesting things that you want, whether it be changing behavior, which I would recommend before you just going on manifesting physical things and putting things out to get actually tangible items. I would work on my internal character, right? That's things that I do a lot, work on my internal character, the power of speech, work on how to manage your emotions, work on how to speak to people in business, work on how to handle and manage business and the stress of business, work on how to deal with public attention and perception, things like that. Courage, speaking out, public speaking, things like this, things that are going to enhance your character and eventually get you the money that you want and eventually get you the riches that you want. How to network, right? Visualize yourself connecting, networking with people, right? Don't visualize things. Ask for wisdom. Wisdom is going to get you the things that you want. Wisdom is going to prepare you for coronaviruses. Wisdom is going to prepare you for tragedy, so you can get your uploads and downloads from the universe by you being wise and by you tapping into who you are. And sometimes you could just do a dance for the ancestor, for a certain ancestor, a dance for, someone who passed away, a loved one, auntie, mommy, friend, daddy. Do a dance for them. You know what I'm saying? Honor them, visualize them while you're dancing so you can keep their memory alive and so that they can help you during these critical times, because we all need help. Visualize yourself becoming who you want to be. Now is the time. Now is the time. Everything has reset. Whoever you were 2020 past is over. It's over. I don't even care if you have the same job. Things have changed. Totally. So even if you have a job or you want 2 more or 3 more streams of income, they're out there. You should always look for you should have more than one stream of income at this point. If you don't, then you need to seriously do these dances and figure out, or get down to meditation and sitting in silence and some form of meditation, whether it's Tai Chi, whether it's Qigong, whether it's you running and catching a runner's high, whether it's you seated in meditation, whether it's martial arts, whether it's you swimming, whatever thing that you could do that takes you out of the body and into the mind, and you being able to program your mind the way you want it. Because when we're going to work, when we're listening to music, when we're in our day-to-day life, a lot of times we're just giving thoughts. At work, we're given things to do. At school, we're given work to think. In the house, we got, kids, girlfriends, social media telling people how to think and what to do. This documentary with Russell Simmons is about to drop. Watch how the narrative shifts. Watch what happens. Watch how coronavirus is quickly pushed to the background with this Russell Simmons documentary, right? Because this is energy flows where attention goes. So what are you putting your attention on a day-to-day basis during these times that you're listening to music? Is a quick way, because people love music. I know I love music. I think most of y'all love music. Again, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. 1,000 subscribers. I am very thankful, very appreciative. Like, share, subscribe to this video. All donations are accepted and appreciated. There's I think 2 people who booked readings with me, or maybe 1 person. I know your email, so if it is you, hit me on Facebook or Instagram, or send me an email so I could do your reading. Or if you just donated, thank you. But I want to do your reading, so let me know. And I am doing readings. You can email me. My information is down there. And peace, power, and prosperity. Rob Blackstorm. I'm out.